If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that probably about 15 months ago now I bought a Belka DX receiver, and initially I was very impressed with it. It was quite a revelation that something so compact and so reasonably priced in fact could work so well. Now unfortunately I had some problems with my Belka, and the problem was this, that when I powered on, the radio would power up. You see the battery icon would be flashing, it would be showing empty even if the set was fully charged, and as soon as I released the power button, radio would switch off as if the battery were discharged. Now there's an LED, I'll just see it here, under the charge port, and that behaved normally. I would plug the radio in, charge it up, the LED would go out, but I'd still have this same problem. When I powered up, I'd have the empty battery icon, and releasing the power button would mean the receiver switching automatically off. If you held the power button down, in fact you could tune the radio, and obviously you can hear there's audio coming from it, but there's obviously some kind of issue, corrupted firmware or something similar, that's causing this issue. Now I went back to the manufacturer of the radio and they very kindly sent me a replacement battery. Well, in fact they sent me a whole new back for the receiver because the battery and the speaker come in one unit. But again, unfortunately, it was the same problem. I swapped the battery over and it clearly wasn't a battery issue. I had exactly the same problem. And I have to admit, I became a bit despondent with the radio, put it to one side, I forgot all about it. I didn't go back to the manufacturer further. Perhaps I should have. But in retrospect, I decided I was so impressed with this little radio, and I've heard no other issues of reliability with the Belka DX. I think I was just unlucky. There was no reason why this happened. I hadn't dropped the radio or hadn't had any mishap with it in any other way. It was just that I turned it on one day and had this fault. But I really did miss the Belka DX. So here's another one. So I've taken a chance, and you'll see that this one, when it's powered on, behaves normally and doesn't require a bit of noise there. That's better. Doesn't require the radio to, or the power button to be held down. I haven't got the telescopic extended at the moment, so that's why reception's like that. So expect to see some more videos on this little receiver. It really does work amazingly well on its own telescopic, and we'll just that comes on a BNC there. Very simple controls. We've just got the 4 front buttons. We've got the antenna port obviously there. Charging port. There's an IF out port and a headphone jack. Just the tuning knob there. Very sensitive on its own telescopic whip, and it actually works rather well with an external antenna as well. It is a far cry from the ATS radios that we've been looking at, and that's quite interesting because in fact the Belka here in some cases, or in most cases, is cheaper than an ATS 25, and it's a way better receiver. It's in a different league. So there you are, the Belka DX. It's back in my shack, and we're going to have some fun with it. Thanks for watching.